Hi students, welcome back to my YouTube channel SADHIK Physics. So today we are going to discuss wave optics. No, I know most of the students know they feel difficulty in understanding the wave optics. No, and so they face lot of difficulty in the problems, all this one. No, so but if you really observe this video or if you see this video, no, so definitely you will come to know that this wave optics is the one of the easiest chapter and very large every time. No, in any competitive examination, no, definitely you can expect the questions from this. Okay, so we will learn step by step. No, so in this video we will just concentrate on the interference only. So then next we will go for Young's double slit experiment. No, then after diffraction, then after polarization. No, so we will discuss detailedly one by one. Now clear. So if you see my videos, no, you will understand that how much easily you are learning the physics. No, so you can learn physics very easily. Please, if you do not subscribe, no, subscribe to my channel. So and share this video so to those who want to learn the physics. Clear. So we will discuss one more important concept, no, that is interference. Very important concept, no, interference. Even this concept is there for waves lesson also, 11th class topic and 12th class topic also. So what is mean by this interference? No, first of all you should go for superposition principle. No, so superposition of the waves, right? So that means if any two or more waves are there, so that means if two or more waves are going and therefore they are going to get superposition, superimposed onto this, therefore they are going to combine and gives like some different waveform onto this, right? So this superposition, no, therefore how the superposition should be takes place? No, so directly you should not add. No, therefore principle of superposition, therefore displacement of our one wave equation, no, it should be added with a one wave and another wave by taking the phase into consideration. So phase with phase you have to add it. No, without phase therefore we cannot add it directly, we cannot add it. No, we have to take the phase difference into consideration in this one, right? So this principle is nothing but a superposition principle onto this, right? In this principle of superposition, no, therefore there are different effects are going to form. No, in that is one is interference. What is interference? No, interference is said to be like a superposition of two coherent waves. Therefore what is this one now? Superposition of, that is superimposition of two coherent waves. So first of all let us see what is mean by this coherent waves. Now coherent waves are nothing but two waves which is having same frequency of one wave and frequency of another wave should be the same. And next important is nothing but a phase difference. Phase difference is nothing but a, so phase difference should be always constant and it should not be depends upon the time. So phase difference should be always constant, right? And this phase difference should be independent of the time. Independent of time. So this phase difference should be constant. No, so therefore if the two waves are said to be, two waves which are having same frequency and constant phase difference, no, that type of waves are said to be like a coherent waves. No, clear? So these coherent waves, how the coherent waves can be generated? No, or can be developed? No, two different sources, two different bulbs. Suppose these are the two different bulbs are there. No, these two different sources, no, even though same company, same everything we are giving, no, but they will not give the same coherence onto this. Clear? So therefore they are two different sources are always non-coherent. No, therefore they are not coherent. Even everything it is same, no, but the lights are coming from the two different sources, no, they are incoherent. So therefore if you are able to from one single source, no, if you are able to split it or if you are able to divide it into two sources, no, so therefore that type of waves are said to be like a coherent waves. No, right? Two independent sources, no, so therefore they are said to be non-coherent. Clear? So if the same sources, no, therefore if you are able to split into two waves, so therefore that is said to be like a coherent waves. No, therefore two independent sources always incoherent. They will not create any interference now. But single source, but single source now what you have to do? You need to split it, right? You need to split it now. Therefore, single source should be split into two waves. Two waves that are coherent. So, how you can split it now? You can split it in the two ways now. One is wavefront division, next one, another one is therefore amplitude division. So, what is this wavefront division now? Therefore, suppose here there is from the one source no, therefore the light rays are coming here no, and if you keep any other again two slits here no, so through this one now, therefore the waves which are comes now here, this through this one now, which are waves that comes no, these are said to be like a coherent waves. Therefore, here from single source no, so single source of the light is coming no, and is falling in the two slits no, and through that two slits therefore two waves are coming no, that are said to be like a two coherent waves. In this way, therefore wavefront is getting divided, this wavefront is splitted now. Amplitude division is what? Amplitude division is therefore amplitude division is, suppose there is a one denser medium is there no, therefore here what we are going to do now, we are going to send one single source of light now, and this source no, therefore this will get reflected now, one reflected and one is refracted now, therefore it will go like this, and therefore here it will be coming here now, one is getting reflected and another one is refracted now. Clear? So, one is reflected, another one is refracted no. So, therefore here now after this one, this reflected, this will go, these two waves are said to be like a coherent no, and this type of division is said to be like a amplitude division no, and this part it will come and this part it will be, so comes here no, some part no, and this it will goes no, these are also coherent. Understood? So, these two waves are now they are going to superimpose no, so therefore that it will form like a interference no. So, I think you understood no, therefore here, so interference is nothing but what? Therefore, it is nothing but a superposition. Superposition means adding of the two coherent waves no. How the coherent waves should come no? Therefore, the coherent waves therefore from the single source only you can get the coherent waves no. Two independent sources no, we cannot be coherent. Clear? It cannot be coherent no. Clear? Now, how to deal it now? Therefore, here one more important information you should require no. Here phase difference is there no. Therefore, can be written as phase difference is nothing but 2 pi by lambda into path difference. So, this is your phase difference and path difference relation no. You can remember this one no. So, this is what phase difference and this is nothing but a path difference. Remember this relation no. It is very important no. Right? Path difference means the distance travelled, right? The difference in the distance in travel no. The angle which is changed onto this. Therefore, so this is nothing but a very important relation. So, we will use mostly this one no. Clear? So, therefore, how to deal this one now? Let us see the interference no pattern. Suppose I will take it as like a two waves no, one wave y1 is equals to maybe two waves are having the different amplitudes, no problem no. Therefore, here it will be like a1 into sine of omega t. So, this is your omega t omega. So, y2 is equals to a2 into sine of omega t plus phi. So, what will be the phase difference now? This is the phase and this is the phase no. Therefore, here we can write down phase difference no. So, phase difference can be written as like a omega t plus phi minus omega t. So, therefore, it will be nothing but a constant. Therefore, phase difference is nothing but a one constant. Therefore, these waves are said to be like a two coherent waves now, because it does not depend upon any time here now, and it is possible that this frequency and frequency omega is what 2 pi into f, frequencies are same, omega should be the same, then only the coherent waves no, it will be takes place now. Clear? Now, if these two waves are said to be added, therefore y is equals to y1 plus y2. So how to deal it now? Very simple one now. Therefore always don't confuse on this one now. Always follow the parallelogram law of addition of vectors. Also in alternating currents also we used this type of concepts no. So here we'll use what? Parallelogram law of addition of vectors. So this is does not have any extra phase here no. So therefore this is here one amplitude A1 and this is having extra phase here no. Therefore here it will be A2 amplitude. This it is nothing but a phase difference no. So therefore these waves no, therefore what you can write it now, this one no, we can rewrite it as so like a parallelogram law of addition of vectors no, and the resultant is what? The resultant is nothing but a this one no. This is nothing but a resultant amplitude. How you can rewrite it now? Therefore resultant wave what you can write it now? A into sine of omega t plus some phi dash. Like, yes or no? So in interference we are going to deal with only the amplitude variation now. So amplitude variation means intensity variation now. Clear? So we are going to deal with the only amplitude. Suppose if you want to calculate also, this is nothing but a phi dash. Okay. So you know parallelogram law of addition of vectors no, you know it, right? What is amplitude here now? Amplitude can be written as parallelogram law. So root of a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2 cos phi. Clear? So a1 square plus a2 square, so plus 2a1 a2 into cos phi. Clear? So this is your amplitude variation no. Suppose intensity is what? Directly proportional to the square of the amplitude. So therefore here amplitude is there, therefore here the intensity is suppose I1, here the intensity is I2. So what you can write it now? Amplitude square intensity I is equals to I1 plus I2 plus 2 into root of I1 I2 cos phi. So this is your intensity variation now, right? So we are going to deal with only these two concepts now, therefore amplitude variation and that is intensity variation only. Interference is nothing but only discussion about this intensity variations now. Clear? So therefore here we will see, therefore here amplitude I got it no, amplitude is how much no? Amplitude square a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2 cos phi. Clear? Now intensity I is equals to I1 plus I2 plus 2 into root of I1 I2 cos phi. This is your amplitude no, this is your intensity. Now here this phi is what? Phi is nothing but a phase difference now, phase difference. Clear? Right. So now here we can rewrite it as, therefore one is maximum amplitude and minimum amplitude now. One is maximum amplitude, it will create like a constructive interference. Constructive interference now. What is the constructive interference now? So that is nothing but here amplitude will be maximum and intensity also will be maximum now. So when it can be maximum here now, therefore this cos phi value will be equal to 1. Cos phi value will be equal to 1. That means when it will be the phi value, it will be the 1 now, phi. So what are the possibilities are there now? Phi it will be the 0. So cos 0 is 1. So next one is 2 pi, next one is 4 pi, so on. So generally we can write down as a multiple of this even number no, therefore 2n pi, so will be your right. So where n starts from, so here 2n pi, so where n starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. Therefore 0 means 0, 1 you can substitute no, 2 pi, so 2 substitute no, 4 pi like that no. Clear? So this is your phase difference no, where it will be equal to 1. If 1 means a1 plus a2, a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2, I can write down a1 plus a2 whole square, I can write down amplitude a1 plus a2. Clear? So intensity is maximum, intensity is inversely directly proportional to the square of the amplitude no. Square of the amplitude means what? Amplitude is nothing but a root of this one no. Therefore root, it will be equal to root I1 plus root I2. This is your intensity maxima. So in this one, no, therefore this maximum is going to create it now. Maxima means what? So therefore here more, therefore intensity will be more. Therefore more brightness will be there now. Therefore this is forming like a bright bands or bright fringes. Sometimes you can call it as like a fringes also we can call it now. Bright fringes. Clear? So to form the bright fringes now, intensity is maximum, amplitude is maximum. Therefore what is the phase difference now? Phase difference should be equal to 2n pi. What will be the path difference? Very important now. Path difference, what is the formula here now? Just now we discussed. So therefore here, right, this is your formula, right? Path difference now. Therefore path difference it will be equal to how much now? So path difference is equals to lambda by 2 pi into phase difference no. So substitute it now. Therefore lambda by 2 pi into 2n pi. So 2 pi get cancelled out no. Path difference is nothing but a n lambda. Where n starts from? So where n starts from where no? N starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 so on. This is your path difference. This is nothing but a phase difference now. Clear? So here what is the constructive interference when it will be takes place now? Therefore path difference. Path difference means, so suppose here there is a one wave is there. Path difference it is 0. 0 means, so let us see there is a one wave is there. So this is one wave. Suppose here this is one wave. This is your amplitude is A1. Another one more wave is there. Therefore here phase difference is not there. Path difference also not there. Path difference is 0 means what? So here parallelly it is going to travel now. Therefore here this is your suppose. So this is your suppose A2. Suppose assume that. So here when crust and crust is falls on this now, trough and trough is going to fall now. Therefore what is going to happen now? This particle is already vibrating. Another one more particle is also vibrating. Another one more particle is also vibrating in the same phase. So this is vibrating. This also vibrating now. It is going downward and upward means. So this it will be able to hit it now. So it is going to create it as like a larger amplitude. So this is here larger amplitude and larger intensity. So this is nothing but A. So is nothing but A1 plus A2. So in this way a constructive interference is going to create it now. Clear? You understand no? So therefore this is your constructive interference where bright fringes are going to form now. Next one. So we are going to see your next one, destructive interference. Destructive interference. Destructive interference means what? Therefore where amplitude is minimum, destruction is taken place now. Where intensity is minimum. When it will take place now? Minimum now. Minimum when it will be takes place now. So here this is your when cos phi value will be minimum now. So at that time, so therefore you can going to get it now. When it will takes place now? When cos phi value is minimum. Minimum value of the cos phi is what? Most of the students they will think that it is a 0. Not 0, it is minus 1 will be your, so 1 no. Therefore when it will get it now? Therefore phi value will be equal to pi, 3 pi, 5 pi, so on. These all are like a odd numbers no. Odd numbers what you can write it now? 2n minus 1 into pi. Take 2n minus 1 only. Why? I will tell you later no. You can take 2n plus 1 also. But n plus 1 don't take it no. 2n minus 1 only you take it now. Some books they will give us like a 2n plus 1. Please don't take it, right? You will face a lot of difficulties now. Therefore when n starts from 1, 2, 3 so on. 1 you can substitute it now. Therefore 1, 2 you can substitute it now. Therefore 3 pi you will get it now. Therefore this n will gives us like a, therefore which fringe now? Which dark fringe, right? So suppose if you are taking 2n plus 1, therefore you have to start from n is equals to 0, where 0 dark fringe now will not be there onto this. At that time, suppose if they are asking 5th dark fringe means you have to substitute n value is equals to 4. So if you use this formula, 5th dark fringe is 5 only you can use it now. Directly you can use it now. That is why we have to use this one now. So this is your minus 1. Minus 1 means what you will get it now? A1 minus A2. So you can write down intensity, therefore I1 minus I2. Clear? So this is your minimum intensity. So therefore, so what minimum intensity means no light it will be there, no, therefore that will create like a dark fringe. So suppose A1 and A2 are both are equal, no, it's like a forms like a completely dark. If A1 and A2 are not equal, no, therefore it will not form like a completely dark, therefore compared to the brightness, no, therefore it will be the dark. Clear? Next one is, this is your phase difference, no, phase difference is how much, no, phase difference I got it as therefore 2n minus 1 into pi. So path difference I can write down, no, lambda by 2 pi into 2n minus 1 into pi, therefore pi cancel, no, phase difference is nothing but 2n minus 1 into lambda by 2. So this it will be your path difference, no, this is nothing but a phase difference, no. Very important, no, therefore n value should be starts from n1 only, 1 2 3 so on. Clear? Clear? So therefore these are the dark fringes, no. Next one, so here how it will be there now, here therefore here suppose this is one wave is there, this is one wave, A1 wave, so this is your A1 and another one more wave is there, no, therefore it will go in the reverse direction, no. So this is your A2, means what, if one wave is creating like a crust, no, another wave is creating like a trough. So therefore this another wave which is there, no, it is not allowing to oscillate more, it is taking down onto this one, no. So therefore here amplitude is going to get decreases, no, so amplitude it will be lesser here, no. So this it will create like a is equals to A1 minus A2. So right, if A1 and A2 are both are equal, no, therefore there is no complete dark it is going to form, no, therefore amplitude minima will becomes to the 0 when A1 and A2 are equal, no. Clear? So completely dark. Clear? So this is your interference, no, interference concept, superposition of your two coherent waves, no, which creates like a one dark fringe and one bright fringe, no. Clear? So 2n minus 1 into pi and 2n minus 1 into lambda by 2. So these are the phase difference and path difference, no. So then here this is nothing but a phase difference and path difference for this one, and we can have this combination of this one, no. So here, so A max by A minima, therefore A max by, so therefore A minima, therefore you can write it as like a A1 plus A2 divided by A1 minus A2. Clear? So this ratio, intensity maxima, root apply, no, apply the root, therefore root I max by I minima is nothing but a root I1 plus root I2 by root I1 minus root I2. So these are the maximas and minimas ratios, no. Most of the times you can expect the questions based on this formula. Clear? Right? So now we'll go for, in this interference, no, very important is phase difference, no. Phase difference is nothing but how much, no, for constructive interference, no, 2n pi. So path difference is nothing but a n lambda. This is for constructive interference, no, and n starts from 0 1 2 3 so on. So phase difference it will be equal to 2n minus 1 into pi. So therefore path difference is nothing but a 2n minus 1 into lambda by 2. So therefore here, so n starts from 1 2 3 so on. Clear? So this is therefore here phase difference and path difference, no. Clear? For a constructive and destructive interference, no. Clear? Right, we'll see some questions, no, right. So here amplitude of a light at 10 meters of a small light bulb means what? Small light bulb means what? This is nothing but a point source. So therefore it is creates like a spherical wavefronts, no. So he gave amplitudes, so I already discussed amplitude is inversely proportional to the R. Clear? So therefore here A2 by A1 is nothing but A0, inversely proportional, no. Therefore here r naught by r2. Clear? So therefore here it will be at what distance now? 10 meter distance, and is asking 50 meter distance now, therefore get cancel out now. So a2 is equals to a naught by 5. So a naught by 5, a naught, let's right, a naught only is given now. This is your amplitude at a 50 meter distance now. So even you can calculate intensity. Intensity is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. No, you can try for these intensities also. Clear? Right. Now let us go for one more question. No? Okay. So he is asking two waves having the intensities on in the ratio of. So therefore here I1 by I2 is given as 16 by 9. Produces a interference. Now find the ratio of the maxima to minimum intensity. So I max by I minima. Therefore here what you can write it now? So root of I max by I minima. Clear? Or you can calculate the amplitudes also. Just to add it also you can get it. Therefore A1 by A2. So can be written as, so therefore root of I1 by I2. So root of I1 by I2 is nothing but 16 by 9, therefore 4 by 3. So we can write down A max by A minima can be written as A max, add these two, therefore 4 plus, therefore 7, 4 minus 3, so therefore it is 1. A max by A minima, therefore intensity is directly proportional to the square of the amplitudes, no? So therefore here I max by I minima, if you want to calculate it, no, proportional to, so A max by A minima whole square. Clear? So therefore I max by I minima, so therefore A max by A minima 7 square means nothing but 49 by 1. So this it will be your answer. Anyway you can calculate it, no, so many ways, right? So student comfortability, you can check it. Clear? Next question. So find the ratio of a maxima and minima intensities as given as, therefore I max by, so I minima is given as 16 by 9. Clear? Find the ratio of their amplitudes now. Clear? So therefore I max by I minima, so therefore here A max by A minima, A max by A minima can be written as root of I max by I minima. Clear? So root of I max by I minima, therefore you can write down, therefore root of 16 by 9, therefore 4 by 3. A max by A minima. Clear? So this can be written as A1 plus A2. So therefore here you can be written as A1 plus A2 by A1 minus A2. So can be taken as, so therefore A1 by A2, okay, right. So this is here I can find the ratio of their amplitudes of the superimposing now. Therefore you can write down A1 by A2 plus 1 by A1 by A2 minus 1 is equals to 4 by 3. That implies cross multiply it, no? 3 A1 by A2 plus 3 is equals to 4 A1 by A2 minus 4. So this I am taking, this I am taking here, no? Therefore what I will get it now? So this one I am taking, this one I am taking here, no? So minus of minus plus, therefore here, so therefore here 7, 4 minus 3, therefore A1 by A2. So A1 by A2 it will be equal to 7 by 1. Clear? So in this way you can solve it, no, about this question. Now we will go for one more question, no? Right, the ratio, if the ratio of the amplitudes of the two sources are is 2:1. Clear? So A1 by A2 is equals to 2 by 1. clear. A1 by A2 is 2 by 1. So he is asking I1 by I2. So therefore here I1 by I2 is equals to A1 by A2 whole square, proportional. Therefore here you can write down 2 by 1 whole square, 4 by 1. This is here I1 by I2, clear. I max by I, therefore first of all let us calculate A max by A minima. A max by A minima can be written as, therefore 2 plus 1 3 by 2 minus 1 1, and I max by I minima can be written as whole square of this one, no? Therefore 9 by 1. This is here I max by I minima, A max by A minima, so I1 by I2, clear? Clear? Now we will go for another question. Let us see. Find the resultant amplitude of the superimposing waves. So y1 is given as 6 sine of omega t. So y2 is given as, therefore 8 cos of omega t. Most of the students, what they will think, now omega t phase difference is 0. No, here sine is there, here cos is there, can be written as 8 sine of omega t minus pi by 2, or pi by 2 minus omega t. Alright, anything, right? So therefore here phase difference, what you will get it now? Phase difference now you will get it as pi by 2. So therefore here you can rewrite it as, so cos 90, so it will be equal to 0, clear? So therefore amplitude can be written as root of a1 square plus a2 square, remaining other part it will becomes to the 0, clear? So here this is now, this is 6 square plus 8 square, what you can write it now? 36 plus 64, how much now? It will be root 100, so that is nothing but 10. So will be your resultant amplitude now, clear? Now find the resultant intensity of the two superimposing of same intensity I naught and phase difference is 5. Okay, same amplitude and same thing, no? Therefore we can write it as A1. First of all let us write down amplitudes, no? Therefore what is telling now? Amplitudes are same, intensities are same. So we'll write down amplitudes, intensities also both are same, right? Very important concept, no? This is problem is very important. So here let us see, therefore here a1 square, a square plus a square plus 2a square cos phi will be your, therefore here 2a square taken common, 1 plus cos phi will be your amplitude now, clear? So 1 plus cos phi can be written as, so therefore cos 2 theta, remember this one, no? Cos 2 theta means cos square theta minus sin square theta, clear? So cos 2 theta, therefore here 2 and here half. So therefore here cos theta can be written as, cos square theta by 2 minus sin square theta by 2. Here 1 can be written as, therefore sin square theta by 2 plus cos square theta by 2 is equals to 1. So therefore if you add these two, 1 plus cos theta, therefore 1 plus cos theta can be written as, this sin square get cancelled out, no? Therefore 2 cos square theta by 2. So a can be written as 2a square into 2 cos square theta by 2. Therefore here you can write down a is equals to 4 a naught square cos square theta by 2. This is your amplitudes now. So intensity is what now? Intensity is directly proportional to the square of the amplitude, no? So this square you can rewrite it as, no? Therefore here 2 square can be written as, no? I is equals to 2 square 2 I naught into cos of theta by 2. Sorry, this is not theta, this is phi. Actually here phi, here also phi, here also phi, clear? So these formulas, no, slightly we will be using, no? So remember these formulas, no? What are these formulas? We'll write down, no? A is equals to 4 A naught square. Sorry, A naught square. A square it is now. Therefore, this is your A square. A square, A square. Slightly mistaken here, no? Therefore, here A square. Therefore, A is equals to 2 A naught cos of 5 by 2. This is your phase difference, no? And amplitude intensity is directly proportional to amplitude square. Intensity is nothing but a square of this one, 4 I naught cos square 5 by 2. These all are the formulas. Slight confusion here, no? Right? So, these all are very important formulas, no? So, remember this. So, therefore, A is equals to 2 A naught into cos of 5 by 2 into I is equals to 4 I naught cos square 5 by 2. So, these are the two formulas, no? So, which is due to this reason, no? Clear? So, I am telling you very important, no? This is these all are these two formulas, no? So, should we make it on fingertips compulsory? Clear? So, next question, no? Okay. Right, two coherent sources, no, each producing the identical waves of intensities I naught. So, I naught and wavelength is this one, no. Therefore, are at the distance of a point P shown, the resulting at the point P, no. Therefore, we want to calculate, see here, this is traveling 4 lambda distance, no, this traveling around 4.2 lambda distance, we can calculate the path difference, no, path difference. Therefore, this is traveling extra distance, no, therefore, this is your extra distance, no. What you can write it now? 4.25 lambda minus 4 lambda. So, path difference is nothing but 0.25 lambda, or 0.25 means what? 1 by 4. So, path difference is nothing but lambda by 4. Is asking intensity. So, therefore, phase difference we want to calculate it, no. Phase difference is nothing but 2 pi by lambda into lambda by 4. So, lambda cancel. So, therefore, it is 2. Sorry, it is 1, 2. So, phase difference is nothing but pi by 2. So, pi by 2 is nothing but cos pi by 2. Cos pi by 2, cos 90. So, therefore, cos phi, therefore, cos pi by 2, cos 90 is 0. Yes, therefore, intensity at point P, so it is nothing but 4 I naught into cos, okay, cos pi by 2 is 0, but intensity is nothing but cos, therefore, here pi by 2 by 2, therefore, it is whole square. Clear? 4 I naught into cos pi by 4, you will get it, no, cos pi by 4, cos pi by 4. So, therefore, it will be 1 by root 2. So, therefore, right. So, 1 by root 2 means is 1 by 2. Therefore, 2 I naught will be your intensity. Therefore, intensity at a point P is nothing but 2 I naught. Clear? So, here next one more question. No? Right. Let us go for this is right. Slightly important question, no? If it is visible is okay, right. Now, what is given, no? A ray of light is intensity is I is incident, no, on a parallel glass slab, no, at point A, undergoes partial reflection, and this point is very important, no. At each reflection 25% of incident energy is getting reflected, 25% is getting reflected, rest of it is getting transmitted, no. Therefore, this is AB and A dash B dash, no. So, we will interfere, right. So, first of all, let us see, I will draw one more diagram now here. Let us see this one, no. So, this is your I. Intensity is directly proportional to the energy here. So, now what happens now? Therefore, here at each reflection 25% of incident energy is reflected. That means this side it is 25% of this one. 25% means what? 1 by 4. That means this is your I by 4. So this is how much now? This is undergoes like a 3I by 4, correct? So now it will come here, no? Then what will happen now? So again it will get reflected. Again 25% of this one, no? Again 25% of this means I by 4, no? 3I by therefore 16, no? Then it will go like this, then it will go like this. Again 25% of this one, no? So therefore again 1 by 4th it will go, 3 by 4th it will come now. Therefore it will come like a 3 by 4 into 3I by 16. That means 9I by therefore 64 will be your this intensity, clear? So these are going with this one now undergoes. Which waves are getting now? Which waves are superimposing now? This wave and this wave are superimposing now. So we want to calculate I max by I minimum. I max by I minimum. So therefore here it is root, no? The root I1, root this is your I1 and this is your I2, clear? Root I1 means therefore root I by 4 plus root 9I by 64 by root I by 4 minus root 9I by 64, clear? Actually this you take it, no problem. So therefore here then what you will get it now? I by 2, root I by 2, root I can cancel, no? Therefore you can cancel it here, no? Then what you will get it now? 1 by 2 minus plus 3 by 8, clear? So 1 by 2 minus 3 by 8. So therefore I can multiply with 4, so this it will be the 4, this it will be the 4. How much now? 4 plus 1 now, therefore 7 by 8 divided by this is 1 by 8. This will get cancelled out, no? 7 will be your answer, 7:1. Seven is to 1 will be your answer now. Clear? It teach reflection, yeah. Okay, no, not 7:1. Why? Because here root I max by root I minima. So therefore here you can write it as therefore I max by therefore I minima. You can write it as like square 7 by 1 whole square 49 by 1. So therefore here 49 by 1 will be a correct answer. Clear? Clear? So therefore now. Right, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel now, and those who want to learn physics now very easily, please share these videos now. Thank you.